and welcome to Celeritas. We're here, ready to get going. Just collecting our drivers all together. My name's Webbo. I'm your commentator tonight. We are looking forward to the next race in our Division 1 Series 1. Just bear with us on the stream once you've got in touch and you've managed to start watching. It's great to have everybody here. I'll be posting the link to the stream in the Discord shortly. But yes, say hi in the chat and let me know you're watching. Let me know who you're expecting to win. I guess the big story for today's race is who can stop Prime. Prime has got a perfect record so far at the 2 races he's competed in. But we do have Shenda returning, one of our top drivers, and of course Pricey. So the story right now is all about Prime, Pricey, and Shenda. But we've also got some new drivers joining us for racing tonight. We've got David in the Williams. Shenda will be with us just as a guest driver because he's had to exit the championship on a permanent standing. So looking forward to seeing how he goes. We've also welcomed Will. David's from the Netherlands, as we have a great many Dutch drivers in Celeritas. So there are lots of people on their home race today. But we welcome Will from Great Britain as well. Yeah, looking forward to getting going. Jamie, we saw racing last night in Division 2 and had a great showing after a difficult qualifying, but sadly left us prematurely last night. So hoping to have a similarly good showing from him today. Yeah, looking forward to it. Hi to David in the chat. Good to have you with us. We'll be getting going pretty soon. So, as I say, let me know what you're planning. We've just seen Shenda getting in early with a hot lap around Zandvoort, and it's I think it's fair to say it's possibly put the frighteners on a few people. So his lap looked a little bit worrying for most people's sake. So yes, I'm just going to find the exact time that he posted, but it's let me see, what did he post? Bear with me, juggling 3 screens at the moment. So I've just posted the stream link into the main paddock area of Discord. But we will get going shortly. As I say, we're down to just the last few seconds before qualifying. Last week was action-packed for Division 1, and you can also watch back the Division 2 race from last night if you haven't already seen it. That was very exciting, lots of action going on. This is a narrow, old-school track. It's punishing, and it's just sitting there waiting to catch unfamiliar drivers and to catch them out, and this track does bite in the same way Spa does. We had safety cars last night. It was yeah, a lot of action. We also saw a fair few incidents under the safety car, just drivers not keeping enough distance. So a word of warning to everybody, if you happen to be listening. Schender's hot lap at Zandvoort he posted was a 107.8, but we will have to see if you can match that under pressure, Schender. Who's to say? Welcome to Big Stellas and John in the chat as well. We'll keep an eye on what you're saying. Let us know what you're expecting for the race. Price is the first one out, already on track. So here we'll clean the dust off the surface for us. Hey to Rob in the chat. Thank you very much for the weather information. Full dry. So yesterday we had wet, sort of first 3 quarters of the race, fading to a drying track, and that made for a lot of interesting challenges with regards to grip. So Pricey is doing his best to warm up those tyres, and we'll see. Skips right across the apex. I'm pretty sure that would cause an invalidation and possibly even some damage to the under tray of the car as he enters Hans Ernst box. But just taking that fantastic bank corner, and let's ride on board with Pricey and see how this gets going. Waiting for his braking point, staying a little bit wide of the apex, and this is fairly common to now see people coming out of the pits just as you least want them to. But typically on these laps, Pricey's very in control. So let's stay with him as he enters the timing beam for sector 1. 30.2 for Pricey. So he's gone straight onto those softs. With it looks like Waitsy and Beetle have decided to go for mediums. We'll see. There we go. 48.3 in sector 2. Looks pretty nailed on with grip. It's a typical Pricey run here. Let's see where this is going to kind of a 109.5 for Pricey, obviously setting our fastest time. Jamie has just started his lap, so we won't stay with him too early. Let's ride with FedEx runner. No, he's bailed. Oh, wow, okay, cutting very close, so he gets a 109.2. Some good pace from FedEx runner there, despite using all the dusty side of the start-finish straight. Schender pops in a 108.7. Yep. So the question mark was, can he do it under pressure? It appears yes he can. So a great pole lap so far for him. Prime is yet to answer. Let's see if he's busy and try and catch what he's up to. He's got a McLaren in front of him in his lap, so that's not going to be helping him through the corners, but hopefully he'll catch a toe. Prime is going to cross the line a 109.2 and provisional P3. So a ways off Schender at the moment. Let's hope he can pick up a little bit better. Jamie gets the slowest time on his first lap, but he may be going for a second. Rafa's obviously with us. Lightning usually has good pace. I think everybody's feeling pretty confident about the race today. This is a popular track for our drivers. Dowdex disappeared, and it looks like Lightning has invalidated as well. We welcome Gwyneth back after joining me on commentary last week. Quinny gets there just a warm-up lap, so he's on his way. He wants to return to the series with a bang, and let's hope he can deliver some strong performance for us. I'm sure all the drivers have been putting in lots of practice. I was practicing with a couple of drivers earlier in the week, and it looks like Quinn's just gone very, very wide there off track onto the rumble strip, but he managed to not invalidate. I don't know if this is going to be worth him pursuing this, because he would have lost several tenths running wide there. Maybe he thinks it might be better to come in. Let's wait and see what he decides to do. It's a fabulous track to look at, really is, in the sunshine. We didn't see any sunshine or shadows yesterday, so nice to get different conditions. Quinn's going to pursue this lap and gets a 1:11.0. So yeah, as expected, not on the pace after that mistake, but he's got a banker in at least. We've got a fan of Will joining us, so hi Ollie. So tell me in your chat on the YouTube channel, tell me who you're supporting tonight. Hi to Tom, hi to Kit. Good to have you all with us. Not seen a lot of those names before. Here comes Thod. Thod usually got some strong pace as well. Thod in the Renault. He usually waits a few extra minutes, so we can often get him on track at the start of quali. He likes to offset and get away from traffic. Thod approaches the line, so that's a 1:14. Not great. So hopefully he's just warming those tyres up and he's going to go again for a second lap. Let's check in. Let's see what has Gwyneth pursued. No, he's on his in lap as well. Thought we'll approach the first timing beam and we'll see what he gets coming out here. Sweeps round, fast right-hander. This time is significantly faster for him, so he's clearly going for a 2-lap stint. Let's see if he can make it count and string all those sectors together. He had a great showing last week. This is looking pretty promising from him. It may not be pole, but it will hopefully get him a bit higher up. Thod representing Greece. We have 3 Greek drivers at the moment in the championship. Yeah, a really amazing time there from Thod. A 1:08.9. Fabulous, really special time from him, and gets himself on the front row at the moment. Let's stay with him and see what else he's got. Price is back on track. Looks to be doing a slow outlap, I think. Here, Snarf in the Mercedes has got in the 3rd place provisional time there with a 1:09.2. So we do expect Schender to be able to go apparently almost a second faster than he currently has done. We'll see. It might not be favourable track conditions today. There's FedEx Runner taking that super tight line, and he gets 2nd place. So a great lap from FedEx Runner in the AlphaTauri. A 1:08.8, just a shade off Schender's top time at the moment. I do fancy though Schender has more in the tank. It looks like Will has just run off track and scattered one of the braking boards to smithereens. He's driven, completely lost it into the barrier. I think that's just retired himself, sadly. Stella, no, this is quali. This is not the actual race. Lankavas, one of our other Greek drivers in the Racing Point, Quinn's teammate. He's coming towards the end of his lap. Let's stay with him and see what he can drag out of the pink Mercedes. Is he going in? Wow, okay. He looked to be on the pace. So, we haven't looked in on Storm recently. Storm's on his out lap. We'll try and catch him on a fast lap shortly. Here's Beetle looking to make a big jump up the standings. He's got a 4/10 faster time against his own Delta. And Beetle crosses the line, goes up to P8 with a 109.4. The times are very, very close, as you would expect in our Division 1. Everybody pushing each other hard. Ride with Prime on his next pole attempt. Into Hugenholtz. Slight lock up, but he didn't miss his ideal line, it looks like, so nothing too dramatic. Lots of confidence going into that super fast right-hander, but he is well over his time, so it looks like fairly gentle outlap. Him. Similar situation for Schender as he dives into Tarzan at the start. Williams looking great in the sunshine. Let's see. What does Schender cross the first timer beam? He's under his own time, but by a tiny, tiny margin. So he's nearing the limit of the pace on that first sector. Catches a lick of dirt on the exit. And, yep, turns the car around. It's not going to be this time for Schender. Sadly, lost his adhesion on the track. So lives to fight another day. It's just over 5 minutes to go of quali. And we'll see how close to the pole time can Thod go. Can he get himself back on the front row? He's a tiny shade over his own time, but well within the margin to be able to recover that. Let's see what we've got going on. Thod wipes out big time, causes a yellow and takes a corner off the car. He won't be taking any further part in qualifying. So big shame for him. Dramatic exit from qualifying from Thod. Pricey in sector 1 is under his own time. See how he can get through. That was very neatly through there. Always a job to get the braking point right for that second right-hander. Short shifting on the way out of the turn. I think he's bailed on this. So desperately trying to catch a driver crossing the line in anger. We'll ride with Lightning. He's just put in a 1:10.1. Possibly it won't be an outlap, will it, at that pace? So let's see what he gets in the first sector. He's faster than himself, but a way off. Pole time takes to the grass, pushing too hard for that particular corner. So sadly, Lightning will probably only get the one more chance now. Shaw's has just invalidated as well. Storm's in the pits. But we do have Lankavas on track. Jamie gunning for a 109. Yeah, we're behind you, Jamie, but points are on the race. So as you know all too well, race pace can be quite a different beast. Here comes Lankavas. Lankavas crosses the line. Doesn't improve, sadly. So we'll see if we can find a driver making it round. Beatles in 8th at the moment. So maybe FedEx Runner is back on track as well. Just under 3 minutes to cross the line for your final try. Beetle comes in. There's enough time to get a change of tyres and get back out again. New driver David in 7th. So good work from him. That looks like it might be Prime on his way out. It is. FedEx Runner touring around trying to find a good, maybe either treat the tyres very, very gently, or he's just trying to find a good spot in traffic. Meanwhile, of course, Prime's going to be coming down the track behind him. I don't know if Shender's coming out again. He may not be. So FedEx Runner will be a first driver we'll see cross the line. I think he was obviously taking it very slowly. Prime's on his outlap, as I mentioned, so let's stay with FedEx Runner. Oh, looks like had a moment there on the way out of Tarzan, and I don't think this lap's going to do it for him. Maybe he can just preserve the grip. Everybody on their outlaps. This is tricky. So, Storm into Hugenholtz. A nice line through there. See if he can miss the dirt on the outside of these corners. He does. Very, very nice. Great line from Storm coming through the corner there. Looks like he's going to be up on his own time. Let's see where this brings him out, because I expect he's got a lot more pace in the car. Takes a big bite out of Hans Ernst. Entering the very final 2 turns. He invalidated over there. So he's going to have to go for a second lap. He will cross the line in time. Riding with Prime now. This is it. Has he got any extra speed left in him? 108.8 does get up onto the front row. Fantastic. It looks like Shender has exited the session. So, oh, and Snarf. Snarf just pops in at 108.8. He gets on the front row. Look at this. The times are super close. We've got 2nd, 3rd and 4th sharing the same 1/10 of a second. Terrific speed from those guys. We've got I got a racing point off in the gravel. Everyone getting off the track so as not to interfere. Prime managed to cross the line there, so he will go again. Let's see if he can answer Snarf or Shender. Pricey uncharacteristically low down on the grid. Lock up into Hans Ernst. Let's see what we've got on the way out. Short shifting. Oh, I think he's bailed. So it looks like we have got our grid. I'll just run and have a check for any drivers finishing their laps. I think Beatles fixed in 6th. Storm settling for 11th, it looked like. Sadly, there's going to be no improvements in Storm or Lightning. Everybody's slowly exiting the session here. So it looks like we've got a pole position from Shender, 108.7, followed by Snarf, Prime, FedEx Runner. A good time from him. Thod, Beetle. Pricey down in 7th. And Will in 8th with his debut with us. Jamie didn't manage to get that 109 he was hoping for. but he won't start at the back. Right at the back is our debutant, David, with One Blood and Dawidek. So, lots of stories up and down the grid here about who is going to make the best out of this race. This is fascinating. So, I think pretty much everybody qualified there on the soft tyres. We've got, very briefly again, Shenda from Snarf, Prime, FedEx Runner, Thod, Beetle, Pricey, Will, Lankovas and Rafa make out your top 10. So a great quali. A number of drivers who I really don't think got the best out of their cars today. It's a tricky track and one where you can invalidate very easily. So super busy on track as usual. It's not particularly long and it's very narrow. The opportunity for drivers to get in each other's way are manifold. So it's not looking quite so bright in the pit lane as it was for quali. Yeah, looking forward to getting a start here. Remember, Primer's won the last two races he's been part of, but he will have competition at speed from Shenda at least. So let's wait and see if anyone can stop Prime. Prime, having only done 2 of our 3 races, already heads the championship. So I know the dirty side of the track will be very dirty for our drivers. So you feel for them on the even-numbered sides of the grid. Yeah, everybody on softs apart from Rafa. Storm starting the race on hards apparently. Wow. Okay. So we'll see what he's got. I missed that he was qualifying there on the hards. So credit to him, I guess, for getting a 10th on hards. A mixture, as you would expect, beyond P8 of tyre strategies. One Blood will be hoping to represent McLaren a little bit better with his teammate Rob. McLaren had a very poor showing yesterday. Sadly, here's newcomer David in the Williams. Dawidek will be hoping to avoid any even gentle contact with the wall after his incident from last week. Jamie started from P17, but let's keep an eye on him. He gained a massive amount of places yesterday. Rob warming the tyres. Gwyneth, I would imagine, disappointed with a 15th place start. For him, we'll also expect big things from Shaw's. Got Lightning, Waitsy. So Storm on those hards. He's going to need to do a really terrific job of warming them up as we approach the grid. Get ready to race. This is exciting. Looks like a lot of dirt and haze around. Must be evening sunshine on the track. Good luck to our drivers. Stay out of trouble. And let's hope for a nice clean getaway from everybody. Everybody's ready. Waiting for those telltale green light, red lights to start our race. Do hope we haven't got one of those dreaded glitches. If you're listening on the chat, please make sure you remember what your starting position is, because we may have to rejoin. Looks like we've got a problem. Possibly accusations about who it is. Hopefully we can get back. Bear with us on the stream. Apologies for this. We've only had this particular one on an exhibition race before, so it might be worth waiting before we try and exit and rejoin. Yeah, it's slightly anticlimactic, but it just builds the tension for the main race. Really interesting story we're expecting to see. Again, those Renaults, check out the Renaults there, 5 and 6. They often start together. They've obviously matched really well on pace, so they'll be hoping to pull each other along the grid and cooperate with each other. Apart from that, most of the teammates are split across the grid. Waitsy and Lightning starting together there in the Alfa Romeos. Yeah, it looks like we may need to looks like we're going to be leaving and hopefully rejoining. I may have to restart the stream, but I'll follow everybody's lead on the chat here as to what we actually... Just trying to follow along here. With the chat as to what happens next. Apologies for the break in transmission and of course this really annoying glitch that we have. Yeah, it looks like we have managed to stop, and I think that will kill my stream.